Morning, all. All right, starting things off today with a quick news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Tuesday, October the 22nd, getting closer to November. Starting with an extension to talk about at the top of the board. Jake Neighbours has signed a 2-year extension with the St. Louis Blues. It has a cap hit of $3.75 million per season. Jake Neighbours, very good player, able to score goals at a pretty good clip. He had 27 last year. He's on a 2-game goal scoring streak at this point, I do believe. And so, yeah, it's a very decent cap hit. It's a bridge deal. We don't see very many bridge deals, especially for somebody who scored 27 goals. So, odds are in a couple of years' time, he's going to cash in. That's my guess, anyways, and get himself a nice long-term extension with the St. Louis Blues. So there you go. Congratulations to Jake Neighbours on that. Yuri Slafkovsky dealing with an upper body injury, so we know he was seen as a game time decision before their last game against the Islanders, and now he will be reevaluated in a week. So he has an upper body injury. Don't know anything more than that. And when they say a player is going to be reevaluated in a week, it means they could be out for a week, or it could end up being longer. Usually, when it says reevaluated, usually it ends up being longer than that period of time. But every injury is different. So hopefully Slafkovsky's not out for that long. Montreal 2-3-1 to start the season, and that top line has really helped their offense quite a bit. Without Slafkovsky on that top line, that's going to damage their ability to put the puck in the net. So we'll see how things go tonight for Montreal. Matthew Tkachuk returns to the lineup tonight for the Florida Panthers against the Minnesota Wild. For Tkachuk, he's been out for about a week with illness, as expected. He's coming back exactly when expected. Barkov is seen as being probably another week out, week and a half. Either way, the Florida Panthers are getting a little bit healthier, which is bad news for the rest of the league. So yeah, getting Tkachuk back tonight. We'll see if he plays every shift like he normally does, or if they cut back his ice time a little bit. Because you never know. Sometimes when you've been sick for a while, your energy level may not be where you want it to be. Your cardio may drop off a bit. But yeah, Kachuk's back in the lineup tonight for Florida. Oliver Ekman-Larsson of the Toronto Maple Leafs fined today for interference on Jake Gensel. I assume it's that reverse hit at center ice last night, which he was penalized for. The interesting thing about that was, yeah, he was given a 2-minute penalty. I'm always curious too when they fine a player for something that's either a minor penalty or gets missed. Is it a way of kind of telling the officials, yeah, you missed this one? And of course, the fine is not a significant amount of money. The fine is a way of Department of Player Safety telling a player next time out it could be a suspension, and that kind of thing. So at any rate, I don't expect Oliver Ekman-Larsson to end up on the board again for any kind of disciplinary reason. He's a pretty clean player. Just last night, I guess they felt the hit was a little bit later than they'd like, or a little harder than they'd like. However, so yeah, Ekman-Larsson gets a fine today. Vince Dunn placed on LTIR by the Seattle Kraken. They're listing it as a mid-body injury, so I guess abdominal. So hopefully he's okay. It's nothing major, but of course it's major enough he ends up on LTIR. That's apparently retroactive to October 17th. So when you make it retroactive to a certain date, you're doing that so you can bring them off of LTIR or off of injured reserve a little bit earlier. So at any rate, he's been placed on LTIR, and the team's recalled Cale Fleury from the Firebirds. So yeah, we'll see how Seattle does without Vince Dunn. He is a huge part of that blue line. It should have an effect on their record going forward, but we'll see, right? Cale Fleury's a good fill-in, but I don't know who's going to replace Vince Dunn's offense on the blue line while he's out. Zachary Leroux has been recalled by Nashville. Could very well make his NHL debut tonight against the Boston Bruins. Leroux, of course, a former first-round draft pick. So some questions about how he could look at the NHL level and how tonight's going to go. We'll see. So yeah, tonight there's 16 games. As I mentioned yesterday, I will not be reviewing them the same way I normally review games, because I don't have an ability to do that when it's that busy. Tried last year, and it did not work out all that well. So for my frazzled nerves and everything tonight, I'm gonna do a more modified, a little bit easier to keep up with everything kind of way of doing it. And looking forward to posting that review later tonight. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.